Hello, everyone. Let's discuss this question from October-November 2024, variant 1-1. This is question number 7, and this happens to be 4 marks. If we have a look at this question, a closer look at this says, Gabriella has a job where she needs to listen to recorded telephone conversations to check for the quality of customer service. Now, having to listen to telephone conversations is already hinting me that this question would have its links with the study that was conducted by Andrade in the year 2010. However, she finds it difficult to pay attention to the recordings. She wants advice on how to improve her attention. The question reads, outline what advice you would give to Gabriella using your knowledge of the study by Andrade, that is doodling. Now, as I said, this question requires you to have an in-depth understanding of the study that was conducted by Andrade in the year 2010 on doodling. Now, let me help you revise this. This study that was conducted by Andrade was trying to investigate whether doodling could actually improve concentration and memory. If we talk about the aim of the study aimed to see if doodling while listening to information would help people remember more details compared to those who just listened. There were 40 participants in this study. These participants, they were divided into two groups. One of the group we refer to as the doodling group, and the other one was a control group. Both of these groups listened to a mock telephone message listing names of people who were expected to attend a party. The doodling group was asked to shade in shapes while listening, while the control group simply listened. Now, about this particular study, let's read out the question again. The question says, outline what advice you would give to Gabriella using your knowledge of the study by Andrade. Now, this is a 4 mark question. And if we have a look at the marking instructions, this says 1 mark per piece of advice, which is clearly based on the study. 1 mark per piece of advice, which is clearly based on the study. And that means we ought to have 4 pieces of advice that are linked to the very study itself. Example, there are list of suggestions by the examiner for us. The first one, tell Gabriella to get a piece of paper. Tell her The second one, tell her that whilst listening to during the conversations, she can doodle. Gabriella could go and sit in a dull or a boring room. Tell her she can doodle whenever she wants about whatever she wants. Now, this part over here is a link to the study by Andrade. This part again is linked to the study by Andrade. I'll just pick this up. While listening, you can doodle. Gabriella could go and sit in a dull or a boring room. Again, this hints on Andrade. Tell her she can doodle whenever she wants about whatever she wants. She can doodle whenever she wants. This part is again linked to Andrade. Or tell Gabriella that the paper can already have shapes on it so she can color them in. If you recall, this is what the study by Andrade had in it too. Ask Gabriella to focus on specific pieces of information that are important. Remember the name of party goers, specific piece of information. Tell her she could review her concentration levels afterwards with a colleague checking the recollection of the conversations. Gabriella could write down information or take notes about the conversation. Now, if we see the examiner has offered us so many options, this was a 4 mark question, and based on the information or based on the knowledge that you've gained from the study that was conducted by Andrade on doodling in 2010, this I don't think should be a very difficult question for you all to attempt. Now, let's have a quick look at the guidance. No mark should be allotted for simply saying doodling, of course. Has to be advised based on the Andrade study, could be any secondary task that you mention and you could get your marks there. Do not credit using a pencil or pen. Of course, I mean, you're expected to write more. I hope this has been helpful. And another thing, usually you expect questions of this sort where based on the knowledge that you've gained on from a particular course study, you're asked to or you're expected to apply that knowledge in a real life situation. I hope this revision lesson was helpful. Thank you.